Welcome everyone. Today we're going to go over common baseball skills, different mistakes that are commonly found within them, and then different drills that you can do to aid those skills and go through that motor learning process. So our first skill today that we're going to talk about is just fielding a baseball. So this is going to be a grounder, common baseball play. We got Carter here to help. When you're going to start, he's going to get in a ready position. So if Carter, you want to? And he's going to be ready. You're going to be down, gloves out in front, ready just in case you don't know what's going to be coming at you. So you want to be ready at all times. From there, it's going to be as the ball is hit, Carter's going to want to get around the ball. So instead of coming straight onto the ball, you're going to want to get an angle so that you can be angled to first base to make that throw. So Carter's going to be in his ready position, and the ball's hit, and he's going to come, get around, and then he's going to go right foot if you see, and then left foot. So he's going to come and then get squared up to the ball. You don't want the ball to play you, is the saying. You want to play the ball. So he's going to get right up on it, just as he did. So if we walk through it again. So Carter's going to be in a ready position. The ball's going to be hit. He's going to get around the ball. Right foot's going to get down. Left foot down. He's squared up. From here, his back's going to be flat. Glove is out in front, with the other hand down there as well. And if you notice, Carter's knees are bent. He's not just standing straight up, and he's not bent over at the hips. His knees are bent. He's in a ready position to field the ball. From here, he'd act like if he was picking through the ball and keep his momentum going towards the bag to make the throw. He's not going to field it and just stand up and make the throw. You want to keep that momentum going all the way through. So we'll go all the way back. And we'll go full speed here as the ball is being hit. Ready position, go. He's going to come, get down, pick through the ball, go, and make his throw. So that's the basic skill of fielding a ground ball. Now, we went through the different steps, but it needs to be understood, some common mistakes. So one is not being ready from the get-go. You see a lot of people be on their heels. You want to be up on the balls of your feet, ready to make that play. From there, the other major mistake is coming up on the ball and not staying down. So what you want to do when you're fielding a ground ball, you want to be down and ready, because it's a lot easier to come back up. If you're down, if you're up and the ball's hit under your legs, it's hard to get down. That's a major common mistake. So that's why we start with the glove down, and when we field that ball, we're coming through and picking through, keeping that glove down as well. So now I have Aaron here with me, and we're still on fielding a ground ball here, but now we're going to go over some different drills. So this is a great drill for using that pick play, as we talked about, when the ball is actually hit, and that's exactly what the drill is. It's called a pick drill. So there's different ways you can do it. So what Aaron's going to do is he's going to get set up and ready for the drill. If you want to face towards me. And you're going to see that glove is down, his knees are bent, his back is straight, and his other hand is there. From there, the person throwing it to him, coach, another player, however you want to do it, will be right here with the ball. And what they're going to do, Aaron will be down ready. You're going to throw it to him, and he's going to pick through it. So you want to toss the ball just right down in front of his glove, not throwing it in his glove, but right in front, so that way they can work on picking through the ball. So do it again, one more time. From there, Aaron's going to open up front hand. This is if he's making the play, he's running on his glove hand side and trying to make a play over here. So this time Aaron's going to be set up. You're going to see he's going to be set up, knees bent as well, but this time instead of the glove being here, it's going to be here, and he's going to roll over the ball, still making that pick motion. So ready, Aaron? Perfect. One more time. That's exactly how it should be done. Now, the last one of the pick drill is the backhand. This would be the opposite. His throwing hand side, the ball's hit, you're running, you want to make that play, you're going to get down and backhand it, because this time you don't have time to get around the ball, so you need to make that backhand play. So Aaron's going to get down, this time open hand, and he's going to pick through it just like that. So that's the pick drill. There's three different ways. Like I mentioned, you can do it with a partner, with like a coach tossing the ball, or two players tossing it back and forth to each other doing it. It's also good to keep them down there for a little while. It strengthens their knees and their legs to make those different plays. It gets their hands ready. So those are the different ways to do the pick drill, and you can go through it many different ways, many different times, and really understand that process and get that process down, and it will help with fielding the baseball. So now we'll go over another drill for fielding a baseball. It's kind of similar to the pick drill, but it's a little bit different, because as you see, We're using a pancake glove here. So pancake glove's flat, so that way you can't just catch the ground ball. You actually need to make that pick motion through it. So if Carter gets ready, we're just gonna go through and he's gonna feel it like normal. But the thing is he has that flat glove, so your other hand is really gonna play a factor here. So I'm gonna throw it, and he's gonna get down and make sure that other hand, one more time. So that's the pancake glove drill. As I mentioned, it's really good for not only making that pick motion, but also making sure your other hand's down there so that ball is not getting away from you. So now we're gonna go over catching fly balls in the outfield. So it's gonna be the same as with the infield, and you're gonna be in a ready position, but a little bit different. Your glove doesn't necessarily need to be down. So we got Aaron again. He's gonna be ready, and as the ball is hit, he's gonna make his drop step. So step right there. So if you see Aaron didn't just turn and start running or turn backwards, he made that drop step and opened his hips up and went to go make the play. So from there, he's gonna go, keep going in, get underneath the ball, stop. So right here, if you want to come closer, you're gonna see Aaron's gonna be here, his gloves up, and he's camped under the ball. So in this scenario, he's not trying to reach back and make a falling grab. He's camped under it and ready to make that play. So get back up, Aaron. And you see he's also got those two hands. So he's gonna catch the ball, and then go, follow through, and make the throw. Even if you're not making a throw to get someone out. So he still wants to make that good throw into the infield. So that's the basics of fielding or catching a fly ball. And we kind of went over it again. Some common mistakes there would be not getting that extra hand up there, and then you can get the ball and you can maybe fumble the ball. So you get that other hand up there, you can make that good strong catch. And the other thing is not opening up the hips. When you run, you kind of turn and run and fumble backwards and not getting camped under the ball. The reason you get camped under the ball is so you can make that good strong throw in. You're in not only a good position to make the catch, but you're in a good position to make that strong throw. So now we're going to get into some different drills for catching fly balls. And this first one really emphasizes that drop step. It's called the drop step drill. And it's going to go over that initial motion. The ball's hit, you need to go make the play. We use tennis balls for this and no glove. That way you can really emphasize getting those two hands up there and making the play. So you're going to have your player stand out in a ready position. If you want to come get over more right here. He's going to be in a ready position, and the coach is going to either throw it either way. They're going to surprise the player. So you're going to surprise the player throwing it over either shoulder. So he's going to be in a ready position, and you're going to throw it and go and make the play. So come back, Carter. So you're going to throw it and go make the play. And as I mentioned, you're really emphasizing that drop step at the beginning. So if you want to come closer, you're going to see, and we're going to do it again. For this, we're just going to go the same way. And we're watch his feet as I do this. Ready? Go. So he dropped his hips open, went and made that play. That would be the drop step drill. So now we're going to go over another drill for catching fly balls, and it's kind of similar. We're going to use the tennis balls as well, no glove, and it's called the multi-direction drill. So you're going to have your player out in the outfield ready to make the play, but what you're going to do is throw both balls one after the other. So this is how this drill is going to look. Perfect. So that's a multi-direction drill. You're really working on going those different angles and be able to read different plays and make different plays as well. So that's the basis of your outfield skill. So our last skill today is going to be hitting baseball off of a tee. So we're going to break down the process of hitting a baseball and then some common mistakes as well. So for starters, Aaron's going to get in the box and he's going to be ready. When you hit off a tee, you're going to do the same just like if you were hitting off of a pitcher. You're going to be ready in his ready stance, acting like he's going to hit. Now, hitting off a tee, what you're thinking of line drives. A lot of kids or a lot of players are going to be thinking, you want to hit bombs or you want to hit home runs, but really you want to hit a line drive right at the middle. So we're going to go over the basic steps. So Aaron's in his ready position just like this. I don't care if you twist, twirl, however you want to start. It doesn't matter how that process starts, but as long as you get in the ready position. So as Aaron goes, he's going to load up his hands. So just like there, stop. So if you see, he brought his hands back. This is called the load up. His eyes are down at the ball. His front foot is slightly turned. His back foot is planted. So it doesn't matter how you start as long as you end up in that position. From there, he's going to transition. He's going to bring his hands. And what we're calling this as he's turning is he's throwing his hands at the ball. This will get that knob out front, and then you roll it over, stop right here, and the barrel's through. The reason you throw that knob out in front, it lets that barrel drag through the zone longer, allowing more contact to happen. And more chances of actually making contact in fairgrounds. And you see Aaron's head's down. So right there, if we stop, so if you see Aaron's head's down, that's actually the first mistake we're going to talk about. Is a lot of players will and they'll pull their head, which we'll get into a drill that will go over ways to help go against that. But this is the main thing: you want your head down and this back foot turned. Your back foot and your legs are what you're going to get all your power through to really make a strong hit. So he's got a back foot is turned, and then he's going to go through. So this time you can just go over, and he's going to follow all the way through, rolling back, and with the bat landing back here. But you see his head is still down, back foot is still turned. So if you want to go all the way back, Aaron. So this time we're going to go all the way through. So this is just going to be the simple thing. Also, actually, if you come in quick, there's a way to set the ball on the tee. If you look here at the horseshoe, you're going to set it this way. That way you're not hitting the laces, and you can really think of hitting that line drive. So Aaron's going to go, and he's just going to walk us through a full what an actual one would look like. Perfect line drive, exactly what we want. So that's the basic skill of hitting a baseball for batting tee. So now, as I mentioned, we're going to get into different drills. So this first one is going to be all about keeping that head down on the ball. And it's going to make sure you're not pulling your head and making your way through the ball. Good follow through motion. So Aaron, again, is going to start back, and he's not going to be right up on the tee. So we're going to get ready here. So Aaron's going to be back. What he's going to do is he's going to step into and make the play, or make the swing and hit the ball. So the first step he's going to make is he's going to step in with the back foot. So this will get this planted in this ready position. From there, he's going to follow through with the front, and then he's going to make his swing. Don't actually hit it yet, Aaron. So go all the way back. So instead of having the player right on, this way they lead in and they make sure they keep their head down, because you got to make that step to walk in. If you take your eyes off that ball, you're not going to be able to see it to make the or to hit the ball. So go through it, Aaron. He's going to step in back foot, front foot, then go through and make the hit. So that'll be that first drill that we'll go over. From there, Aaron, if you want to come here. The second drill is all about getting that warm-up that we talked about. That's the other common mistake you see, is kids won't get that warm-up, or get that load-up, I mean. They're not going to get their hands back. They're just going to be here ready and then try and hit. You really need to make sure you get that load-up and your hands back. So this drill is called the rock drill, because you're going to rock back and forth. So this is the rock drill, because what Aaron's going to do is he's going to rock forward, then back, and then through to make the hit. So Aaron's going to rock forward, then step back, and then make the hit, throw his hands to hit the ball. And if you see when he comes back, that's when that load up really occurs, because he's forward and then he comes back, his hands are going back. You're pointing that knob back like you're pointing at the catcher, and then throwing your hands through to make the hit. So if you don't want to go through it all the way here, Aaron, rock forward, then back, and then through to make the hit. Perfect. So that's the basics for the fundamentals and the basic skill of hitting a ball to tee, as we mentioned. So those are some drills that you can do with your players to either emphasize that load up with the last drill, or with keeping your head on the ball in the first drill. So today we went over 3 basic skills of fielding, catching fly balls, and then hitting, and then some common mistakes that go along with them, and then different drills, 2 drills per, that you can do to help with that. These are just basic skills. Of course, there are more steps and processes to them, but these are just simple fundamental parts of each. And I hope you're able to learn something here today.